As we come to Homestead, this leaves that there's 4 races left, as this is the 13th race of the chase so far in the early part of the season. However, the chase at the end of the season, what everyone's wanting to get up to, that's what we're racing for right now. Currently, if you're inside the top 19, just keep going and keep getting consistent finishes. If you're not, you got to start working your way up there. 4 races left going into the Pennzoil Cup Series Race 13 at Homestead. The Pennzoil pole to go to Jay Durrell driving the number 43 car for Far Motorsports as the team takes the green flag. 53 car on the outside. You're used to be points leader, but at least before Las Vegas, when he got dethroned by the 32 car, now on new colors behind him in the third row on the inside. But as they take the turn 1, the 43 car looking very strong in qualifying here, but already he's getting pushed up the track. That's Kyle Collins, that Toyota on the inside coming along. That red and black Toyota has been strong these past couple of weeks and has gone to win at Bristol, none since, but definitely very strong runs and leading pretty much a lap in every single race since then. So that 83 kicked into another gear here, and he is looking for another win here. Despite it just being past lap 1, he just took the lead from starting third, so that shows that he has a fast car. Coming into second in the back there, that's your points leader, Ryan Dunn in the 32 car, the man everyone's looking out for when the points starts. We have a big jam up right behind the leaders here. That's Jack Newman going 3 wide right now in the middle. That's Jake Booker, Michael Jones, Brian Lenning up there as well, all being in that pack right there. All good, some good qualifiers up here today, as Jack Newman usually is one of the drivers who starts towards the back. Brian Lenning didn't even make Las Vegas last week, so glad to see some drivers up here contending for the front spot in the race so far. Kyle Collins, though, is not going to let that happen. Ryan Dunn tried to take a few pokes at him, but it's not really worked out too well. As this is lap 5, you see no real difference between the margin of the gap between him and Dunn, but you see Kyle Collins is able to get a bit of a gap going right there on Dunn, and Ryan Dunn was saying that he didn't have the best of cars. We're just gonna have to see how that plays out. Right now, focusing on the 52 car of AJ Davidson driving for Malley Motorsports. But wait, something seems different about that car. They actually are a new team of Fords in the camp, despite it just being one car team now after the 38 car moved to Rascal Racing. In fact, he missed the race. But look for another Ford out there, that 52 car, now driving a Ford instead of a Dodge, which he's driven the entire season so far. We're going to have to see how that plays out for him. Another new Ford in the race series, but this isn't from a team change. This is actually Arsh Hossain moving from Ovanza Govat Racing to Tetronics Motorsports to be their 4th driver. Ovanza Govat Racing wasn't too pleased with the move, but Arsh Hossain, I guess that's what he wanted to do. However, he didn't really get good luck from that. He missed Las Vegas last week, but however, he did end up picking up a sponsor, Caterpillar, in the car, and will be there for the rest of the season. And speaking of sponsorships, another guy who's picked up a sponsor for a couple races this season is the 87 car. Despite only running one race, USG Sheetrock has come on board the 87 car and now is giving them a good run as he qualifies this race, despite not making it last week. And that 87 car looking strong. The 32 car is going to maintain a pretty good gap in between him and the 83. The 83 not really pulling away from anyone. Your pole sitter sitting back there in 3rd still, and Michael Jones soundly in 4th. But the 32 car this is his 3rd primary paint scheme, and looks a bit more fitting than purple for the Ice Valley sponsor on that car. But 32 car says new paint scheme, we're going to bring new life to the team with even more consistent finishes. See how that plays out. But here's the guy who's needing some consistent finishes. This is Red Viper Racing's hometown, and I'm sure they'd love to get a turnaround run here today. All 3 of their drivers have been outside the top 20, I believe 2 races in a row, and I don't think they've had all 3 inside the top 20 for like 7 races now. So these guys need a big turnaround, as Nick Purcell's is currently the only one still left in the chase board as it stands right now, and is the one running in front of everyone else right now. Looking ahead of Purcell's, though, this is Brian Lenning. It's just been a complete disaster after his move from Minnesota Motorsports to Tanker Motorsports. That 22 car thought he could find a bit more strength in that team, but it hasn't really worked out. That 22 car has not been quick, missed last week, and has not been performing in the other 2 races he raced with this team, one including a road course. So that 22 looking for some refuge in that team. But one driver who has found a good team is Bella Davis with Alonzo Gobot Racing. She actually got her win at Kansas earlier this season in her second start with the team, and it's been working out good. She's qualified a lot of races despite not making the past 2 races, but looking to see her have some good finishes after her delay from being in the series. But the 69 car looking to get back on track with that team. You see going on the inside, the 17 car, talked about him a little bit earlier in the race. The 83 car will continue to lead this race, pretty much 20 laps of full dominance on that 83 car. You've noticed Linksys on the hood of that car now. For the rest of the season that will be, unless there's other sponsorships that are actually also co-sponsoring that 83 car. But Ryan Dunn, you see, still maintaining a good distance behind the 83. It almost makes me wonder, is he actually holding something out right now? I actually wouldn't be surprised seeing how good he was at Las Vegas at a similar track. But we're looking at the fastest car on the track right now. He is running 6th place and is definitely behind the leaders by some bit. But this is Kyle Singer in the 11 car, and you see him trying to get past these 2 drivers fighting side by side. As Brian Lenning, as he's just going to try to pull a power move under him, and he does pass his ex-teammate. And Kyle Singer now going to drive right up to the back bumper of the Bad Dad Racing 47 car, running 4th place at the moment. Kyle Singer looks like he has a fast car. You can definitely tell he's the fastest car by 0.2 of a second last time by, and I believe he'll be even more. Kyle Singer now making his move to try to go to 4th place now in that American flag decal car. And you see right here, this is where all the drivers that are going fast get their good runs right here. Didn't really show at that time, but Kyle Singer has been getting good runs going through the center of the corner there. He can just drive away from the field. You saw that with Brian Lenning a lap ago, but that's what the 83 is doing, and that's how he's getting through the corner so swiftly. But the 11 will take 4th. We got a huge jumble of cars back here. This is actually all the way back to last. One of the drivers in this pack, Nicholas Simunio, another good driver coming back into the race. He hasn't been here since Eagles Point, just missing 1 race actually. I made it sound a little bit bigger than that, but Nicholas Simunio, one of those drivers who's just trying to qualify the races to get in. Giovanni Barraza, another one in front of him, actually the winner from race 5, also making the race today. Kyle Singer, though, is really on a charge. That 11 car just pulling in, reeling the gap from him and the leaders as he tries to go after Ryan Dunn right now, as he's currently settled down in 3rd. Nick Purcell's, though, has also been up moving through the field in 4th place right now for that 16 car. Definitely what he needs today, as another driver who needs a good run after really not doing good at all at Las Vegas. In fact, he was 2nd to last at the cars running on the lead lap. Derek Petrie, as after his win at Eagles Point, I thought he'd be able to consistently keep that lead for some time, at least to the chase, but instantly lost it to Ryan Dunn again. But that 53, you gotta give him credit. He really did fight his way up through the field, and now that it's 4 races left, he is actually confirmed into the chase no matter what happens. So good job for the 53 car. One guy who's not confirmed at all in any way into the chase is the 7 car. He has been slipping and slipping far down the ranks, and just for as long as I can remember now, as he hasn't had a good run in just so long. In fact, last week, Las Vegas, he was right back there with Derek Petrie, and I believe he did make a good run up in 23rd, but still no points for that 7 car. And definitely needs to turn his season around, currently getting overshadowed by the 5 car in front of him for best driver in national racing. But anyways, the 7 car can only hope right now for a good run. And a good run hasn't really been coming for this 10 crew. This is the 2nd race they have qualified after being in the series since Martinsville. And sadly, he's running 30th. This is Jason McCarthy. After getting traded off for Big Motorsports, it's really not going down for him too well. But here's battle for the lead right now. the 83, the 11, and the 32 car all right there. The 32 giving the 11 a little nudge down to the inside. The 11 looks like he has the corner on the 83 car, taking the easier way around on the inside. And the 83 is trying to hold on as best he can. The 32 will back off for now. But the 11 gets a good run down the back stretch on the inside. And I think he will have the advantage coming in here. He'll take it. Good entry, and he'll just keep it through the entire corner. Ryan Dunn tries to capitalize, but will not get it done. I believe Dunn is kind of a bit slower than the drivers in front of him right now. But the 11 car, the 83, and the 32 will all come down pit road, as well as some other people. Nick Purcell's and Jeff Fair, though, will be two drivers that actually stay out under after the first lap of caution. I mean, not caution, after the first lap of green flag pit stops. But anyways, coming out, we're going to have some problems for Brian Boone, running around in 15th. Not the best day for him, but a blown motor will ruin his chance at points. And Brian Boone, another one of those drivers, kind of trying to hold on, despite him have a really good comfort zone on points. He still can't lose it right now. He's not exactly in yet, so that's bad to see that happen to him. Anyways, coming out of the pits though, Kyle Singer will be in first. Kyle Collins will remain in second, and Kyle Collins still pulling away from Kyle Collins. The Kyle's dominating the race so far out front right now. But you see back there in third place, Robin Shannon in the 07 car, sponsored by Glad for this race, and running a very good one. Robin Shannon has been doing that good the past couple races, but it's good to see her up front again. Ryan Dunn running in fourth. But finally we see his teammate back there, Gary Weaver, finally running in the top 5 again after missing a race and then just not performing up to what he needs to be doing. Currently on the edge of getting thrown out of the chase right now. Person who has really, well, before race 10 was struggling dearly to try to get into the chase. This is Jacob Tube in the 42 car, and he's now in the chase, but he's not secured yet, so that 42 can't choke, and that's what he's kind of doing right now. You see his teammate back there, Arsh Hossain, running, I believe, 27th in points, so it's coming down for him to get in the chase. The other Ford driver, AJ Davidson, trying to get in the chase, not going to really happen. Fords are just having a struggle of a time trying to get in the chase right now. But here's a Chevy who's probably in the chase, but hasn't been performing chase worthy, as the 31 car acting very similar to the 7 of Jack Newman, as he's just been running in the back, blew a motor last week at Las Vegas, and now is not performing as a good pickup day. That's your winner of Talladega too, and that's pretty much what got him into points in the first place. But anyways, Kyle Collins up front again. We're going to see another battle for the lead. Kyle Collins will come back around 10 laps later, and you can just see how fast these cars are even when they're battling side by side. They're pulling away from Ryan Dunn, who took third place back from Robin Shannon again. But Kyle Collins now will complete the pass pretty much in the exact same fashion as Kyle Singer completed the pass on him. So, as you see there, Ryan Dunn trying to catch the front group, but already being caught by Robin Shannon again as that 07 reels him in. I'm not sure if there's a draft playing into effect here. I don't think so, at least. But it kind of seems like there might be a two-car tangent kind of thing going on here. But I cannot confirm that right now. Ryan Dunn trying to run down the teams to get his fourth win of the season. Nick Purcell's will move into fifth again after having a rather slow pit stop, getting past Gary Weaver, who only took 2 tires, and that's how he got himself up there. But Nick Purcell's having a good time up front, and that 16 car, obviously this is Red Viper Racing's home race, and good to see them having a good run with their probably the best driver in making it into the chase right now. Daniel Boyles and Rick Witt, not really in the safe zone right now. But here's a guy who's kind of just outside making it into the safe zone and just clutching his way into the chase. This is the 77 of Cody Russell running outside the top 20. This is really the first race we've seen him not perform well. He's always been up front, at least in one point of the race, so it's really rare to see Cody Russell run like this. Anyways, up front again, battle for fourth. It's Nick Purcell's, goes back to where he his highest point in the race was earlier before pit stops, as he gets by Robin Shannon, bumping her back to 5th. And now you see that power move right there. That's what I was talking about earlier. Oh my, the 16 car is really driving these cars down. And as you saw that power move just coming off the corner, he drove down the 32 fast. So Purcell's definitely having fun out here today, as he'll easily take those 2 spots in 1 lap. And the Toyota is starting to slip a bit. The Dodge and the Chevy moving up through the front of the field and doing very good. But I also see a Pontiac back there. That was Jeff Fair, so good race for him so far too. And the 83 car will be the first car to come down pit road to start our second and most likely final round of pit stops, as we only have 8 laps to go as Kyle Collins comes in. As you see AJ Davison coming on the lap with Kyle Collins. Pretty much everyone else in the field that wants to pit comes in. But there are some people that aren't pitting. This is 6 to go. Brett Brown and Cody Russell right now trying to stretch the gap. At least that's what I'm assuming. They didn't come down again. This will be 4 to go now. And the 48 and the 77 car staying out again. The 48 car has had some dismal luck in the past couple races. A win would be nice for him if he tries to stretch out the fuel gap. You see, he is definitely saving. The 17 just drives by him really quick. And you see Cody Russell back there as well, looking to try to save some fuel, maybe stretch it to the end. And I believe Cody Russell really wants to get up there, but this is probably why he hasn't been running well all race long today. And I saw that coming. Caution is flying. Cody Russell and Jason McCarthy collide on the backstretch. With 4 laps to go, this could be tremendously huge. And, well, there goes Cody Russell's chance of winning the race on fuel, but this could just allow Brett Brown to make the field, go around the field 4 times, and then he'll win it. But that 77 car, you see, this is a replay. Oh my gosh, the 10 car just came up right into him. Almost looked like he didn't have any brakes there. I also believe the 77 tried to come down. I think he's really trying to save fuel, and he just coasted into the corners. So that's what I believe happened. Brett Brown, though, confirms he will not be able to make it. Goes down pit road to get a splash. Giovanni Barraza, another car working the pit strategy, will actually get it done quicker, and he'll pull out. Arsh Hussain, another driver on the fuel strategy, tries to drive out of the pits. But 2 cars stay out. One of them, Zach Cars, he thought he could make it, but here's 2 laps to go. As he has to come down pit road, he will not be able to make it back. But the other one, Webster Zygarde, and Webster is pretty much saying he's gonna make it. And this could be huge. Where did Webster Zygarde come from? If he wins this race, it'll be an eye-opener. I don't believe we talked about him all race long. But Giovanni Barraza, he will be able to get out in front of the leaders as they came by in 2nd. Kyle Collins will be in 3rd. Kyle Singer 4th. And Jeff Fair in 5th. Jeff Fair is definitely showing that if he makes the race, he'll be strong. And that 5th place is currently showing it right now. Jeff Fair really showing it for Pontiacs. I believe Trey Phelps got a 6th place last week, so the Pontiacs really actually showing some muscle. But anyways, that's the final lap, waving in the air for Webster Zygarde, and just like he predicted, checkered flag goes to Webster Zygarde in that 12 car, being the Dodge that wins the race when we thought it was going to be a Toyota or a Chevy. Burnouts for Webster Zygarde. He didn't even have to come to pit road for fuel. He does it already. He'll end up burning his fuel tank out there, going to victory lane though. But good job for Webster Zygarde, taking the win home for Billy Bishop Motorsports. Giovanni Barraza claps for him 2nd place. Kyle Collins and Kyle Singer, dominant cars of the race, finished 3rd and 4th, but still a good run for them. Jeff Fair, Pontiacs, claps for them as well, 5th place. Robin Shannon, good 6th place for her. 7th, Brian Lenning. 8th, Brett Brown. 9th, Ryan Dunn, not really where he wanted, but since he's locked in, it doesn't really matter anyway. And 10th, Jay Barker, good run for him. 11th, Nick Purcell's dropped back on pit strategy again, as slow pit stops twice for him. Gary Weaver 12th, Jay Durrell 13th, Arsh Hussain 14th, Nicholas Samudio 15th, Good run for him, I guess. 16th, Michael Jones fell back a lot. I don't know how. 17th, Rick Witt. 18th, Jack Newman put some points on the board, but not much. Derek Petrie, 19th, and Daniel Voiles, 20th. And look at that, Red Viper Racing got their home track prayers answered as all three cars finished inside the top 20. Jake Booker finishes 21st, Bella Davis 22nd. Not good race from Matt Hotchkiss in 23rd, Cody Russell 24th, AJ Davidson, not sure why he has Dodge next to his name, but he finishes 25th. Zach Carr's 26th, Jason McCarthy, don't really know what he was doing there, in 27th. Jacob 2, 28th, Michael Kraft 29th. Really horrible day for him, as well as Jacob 2 and 30th. Brian Boone with a blown motor. Here is your points standing as Ryan Dunn would cap off his points with even more. That's probably over a 25-point lead with him. Kyle Collins second, moves up in front of Derek Petrie, now down at third. Michael Jones 4 points out of being immune in fourth. Brian Boone 5th place, Cody Russell 6th, Jay Durrell 7th, Webster Zygarde all the way up to 8th after that win. Michael Kraft and Kyle Singer 9th and 10th. Kyle Singer, he had 1 point at one point at this race in this season, so good job for him. Addison Steinbach 11th, Jade Barker 12th, Nick Purcell's 13th, Matt Hotchkiss 14th, Jake Booker 15th, Brett Brown 16th, Jacob 2 all the way down to 17th after that bad run, 18th for Gary Weaver, 19th Robin Shannon, and 20th Jack Newman. You can just look at the point totals right there. You can just see how much the point standings are. The points battle is heating up right now. Zach Carr's only has 98 points. So that's not too far out. And I'm seeing a lot of points battles in the future here in the next 3 races. Zach Carr's 21st, Giovanni Barraza 22nd, Daniel Voiles 23rd, Rick Witt 24th, Bella Davis 25th, Marco Sapaccio 26th, Brian Lenning 27th, AJ Davidson 28th, now with a 4 next to his name, Marsha Sane 29th, and Jeff Fair, only 2 races and he's in 30th. The Pennzoil Cup Series will see you next time at Indianapolis. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. There's your songs.